Hello there, and welcome back to another Star Wars Battlefront 2 mods video. Now, if you're anything like me, which you probably are if you clicked on this video in the first place, you have been watching the brand new Kenobi series that just released, starring our dynamic duo of Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen as Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader. And so far, it's pretty good. It has a lot of stuff I wasn't expecting, and a lot of stuff we've all been waiting for. But one episode a week is simply not enough Kenobi I need injected into my brain. So, we are going to be taking a look at some mods that bring Kenobi and friends into the Battlefront. And before we get into these juicy mods, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel for Star Wars content just like this. Otherwise, you're just not a real Kenobi fan. Now for our first mod on the list, we have a mod for Obi-Wan Kenobi himself. Wow, who would have thought that one? But this mod is based on his appearance in the first episode of Kenobi when he is hiding out on Tatooine, with this sort of light blue tunic and gray cloak wrapped around him. And I really like this look for Kenobi, both in the show and in the game. Most of the time when we've seen ideas of Obi-Wan hiding out in the desert, he still looks like a Jedi, like all those mythos or fan creations of Obi-Wan in his Jedi robes, with all of his clone gear strapped on his back. Even original trilogy Obi-Wan dresses a lot like a Jedi for someone who's trying to pretend not to be a Jedi. But this is a very simple desert hermit looking skin that translates very well to the Battlefront. The mod author even gave Obi-Wan his greasy desert mullet, making this appearance very authentic to the show. However, of course, in the second episode he ditches this outfit for a very Jedi looking outfit, but hey, I'm glad we got this in the game, and we'll probably end up getting a mod for that other skin too. Our next mod is Fallen Order Vader. Now hold on, I know what you're thinking. This is a freaking Kenobi video, what are you doing talking about Fallen Order? Well, I'll tell ya. Even though this is a mod based off of Fallen Order, Darth Vader's appearance in that game is very similar to how we see him in Kenobi, and this was the best mod I could find that gave us a Kenobi looking style Darth Vader. The biggest difference is the green lights on his chest piece and belt, and the crimson red eyes. And honestly, I just love when Darth Vader has those red eyes, it just makes him look so much more badass. And badass is definitely a way to describe Darth Vader in the Kenobi show. I won't really spoil anything here, just in case anyone isn't caught up, but man, he is very similar to how he was in Fallen Order. Just an absolutely unstoppable alpha Giga Chad. But this is a great mod to freshen up the look of your Darth Vader, and one I think I'm just going to leave installed permanently. There are a few other details as well. The helmet has a slightly different shape when compared to the base game Vader, as well as the waistcloth around his legs is a bit longer and a smaller armor piece on the chest. Moving on to mod number 3, we have the Grand Inquisitor pack, a very beloved character who has finally made his live action debut, with some backlash from the fans, but I mean, is anyone really surprised about that at this point? But the Grand Inquisitor serves his role in the show as a side villain, leading the hunt for stray Jedi across the galaxy. Now, the reason this mod is called the Grand Inquisitor pack is because we actually get two variations. One based on how he appears in the Kenobi show, a little more human-like with pale white skin, very reminiscent to that of an egg. And the other option is his look based more on Star Wars Rebels, looking a bit more gray and alien-like, more similar to how a lot of us pictured his live-action appearance would be. But this is a great 2-in-1 mod, and I've been using the live-action version to better represent how he is in the Kenobi show. And the appearance itself is done very well, especially that black and red Inquisitor armor, it looks so amazing, like it was ripped straight out of the show. And the head is okay, it looks a bit off, like kind of squishy in a way, I don't really know if that makes sense, but he looks even more human here than he does in the show, because even in the show he has those yellow evil Sith eyes. So honestly, the Rebels version might be the way to go if you're using this mod, as it's overall just much more accurate, especially if you combine this with some more Star Wars Rebels mods. And lastly, I want to throw in a small mod called Kenobi's new intro and outro, and all this does is replace Obi-Wan's intro and outro music, who would have guessed, with the new theme from the show. So it's really just a quick mod to bring more of the show into Battlefront 2, and I'm not really going to play the theme here just to avoid any copyright, but I would recommend playing this especially if you're using the Hermit Obi-Wan skin. And those are pretty much all of the Kenobi mods out there so far. I really hope we get some more, like Obi-Wan's other new appearance, the third sister Reva, and hopefully even the fifth brother, as I'm really liking his character. But I'm sure more mods are on their way. The Battlefront 2 modding community never disappoints, and I will most likely be making another episode of these skins in the future as we get more of them. But until then, please consider leaving a like if you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and check out my other videos for all of your Star Wars and Battlefront 2 needs. Thank you so much for watching, and take care of yourselves.